This is the story that I will share in class. The Story of the Lion and the Mouse by Aesop. I found this story online and decided to print it out to make it a storybook so my students will have an experience with storybook firsthand. So I decided to print it. For me, it is still considered as a traditional instructional material since the outcome will be a storybook. Instead of buying one, I produced my own storybook. The following video is the process of making the book or the textbook that I will be using in class. Now, this video clip will show how I make my other visual aid by writing it on a bond paper. This is the moral of the story and I want my students to clearly see the message of the story, so I write it down. My students will read it aloud in class. These pictures will be shown in the Pictionary activity where the students will identify each things that can be seen on the picture, and I will explain it to them the importance of it in the story and how it resolved the conflict. Stories are a great way to introduce new words and ideas into a child's language, starting with the picture books for the very young. Stories are also useful for teaching more complex ideas such as the importance of sharing, the passage of time, and compassion for others. These materials will allow children to interact with words, symbols, and ideas in ways that develop their abilities in reading, listening, solving, viewing, thinking, speaking, writing, using traditional instructional materials. There are many processes to make a traditional material. You just have to become more creative, especially when you're handling children whose minds are full of ideas.